So the Saturday evening, just around 25 minutes to 8, we have a bit of rain here in Queens, and we are in day 3. That's when the body of little Adriana was found. Remember, the body was found Thursday, but she was missing sometime around Tuesday around 2 p.m. by the grandmother. And I could remember that same hotel, that same swimming pool. There was an incident back there, back in 2012. So I decided to go on Google. I could remember that story, and I just want to share the story with those of you who may not have been aware of what transpired in that same swimming pool at that same hotel in 2012. This is the Ghana Chronicle in the year December the 2nd, 2016. Hotel manager, employee charged with 2012 murder, and there's a photograph of the former manager of Doubleday, Bagnerine Bola, and there's also a photograph of the co-accused, Leela Johnson. Both of them, there are photographs in the Chronicle. You can easily Google this to verify what I'm speaking here. So I'm going to read this fast. Almost 4 years after Sadiq Juman's lifeless body was found at Doubleday, remember that was in 2012, and now these accused were, it was a cold case, and these accused were arrested in 2016. In a Doubleday International Swimming Pool located at Tushin East Bank, Escribo, 2 persons were charged with murder on Thursday. The former manager of the hotel and one of his employees were jointly charged with offense when they appeared in shackles and handcuffs before Magistrate Russia Liverpool at the Lenora Magistrate Court. Bagnerine Bola, also known as Son, 27, and his co-accused Leela Johnson, called Tallman, 29, were not required to plead to the murder of 20-year-old Juman, whom they allegedly killed between November 18th and 19th, 2012 at the hotel. They were both remanded to prison until December 16, 2016. The matter is being prosecuted by Inspector Matthews. This newspaper understands that Juman of Blankenburg was beaten into a state of unconsciousness, concealed in a room, and later in the night his body was dumped in the hotel's pool. Does not sound familiar. He was clad only in swimming trunks, and his cell phone and other belongings were missing. According to information reaching this newspaper, a heated argument had ensued at the hotel after Juman arrived there with then girlfriend of Bola. You see? I'm going to go that over again. According to information reaching these newspapers, a heated argument had ensued at the hotel after Juman arrived there with a then girlfriend of Bola. Remember Bola, but he was the manager. Reports indicate that detectives who first handled the case botched the investigations. Does that sound familiar? And Juman's death was ruled as a drugging. A postmortem showed that death was due to drugging, compounded by a blunt trauma to the head. Juman had left his parents' Blankenburg, West Demerara home on November 18, 2012 to visit his grandmother at Ruby East Bank, Escribo. He later headed to Doubleday Hotel in Tushin. Now I'm going to go to Starbucks when they were freed. This is the Starbucks News. This would be in August the 3rd, 2017. Duo freed over Doubleday Hotel murder charge. There's a photograph of Leland Johnson, the supposed driver, and of course, Borjnarine Bola, the manager at the time, and then of course the deceased, Sadiq Juman. Once again, Starbucks News, August the 3rd, 2017. Borjnarine Bola, 29, manager of Doubleday Hotel at Tushin East Bank, Escribo, and his driver Leland Johnson walked free yesterday following the conclusion of the trial for the 2012 murder of Sadiq Juman. December the 1st, 2016, according to the charges, the alleged murder took place between, we said that November 18, 19. But after the court case was opened up, the men were arrested in November 2016. The trial, which commenced at the Lenora Court on March 2nd, concluded yesterday. Magistrate Russia Liverpool discharged the case against the men due to lack of evidence. Reports that the matter occurred between November 18, 19, although statements were taken then. Fresh statements were taken again in November 2016. Attorney at law Sandal Kissoon and his father Gerald Kissoon, I think Gerald is dead now, represented the men, but Sandal's younger brother Saish Kissoon took over the matter after Sandal Kissoon was appointed a judge. Reports that the magistrate also found the prosecution did not make out a prima facie case. The men were taken to custody on December 1st, 2016, and the trial, which was done by paper committal, commenced on March 2nd. One main witness was called to give evidence, along with the police and the pathologist. The postmortem examination found that he died from asphyxiation and that a blunt trauma to the head also contributed significantly to his death. But the arguments put forward to the court were that his injuries could have been sustained from Juman plunging into the pool. At the time of the discovery, there were visible marks of violence on his body. Does that sound familiar? And his head was also swollen. His relatives were convinced that he was murdered since his personal belongings, including his clothing, which he had removed before taking a dip, his smartphone and his wallet, were missing. But one interesting thing we have to note here, they're saying that Juman, who it is alleged was probably killed, went to that hotel with a then girlfriend of Bojnarain, the manager, so that is probably an important factor. So right as I speak now, we have a protest. It's dark. I'm seeing the video. It's going on right now in Lenora. There's also a protest, a fiery protest in Belladrum. And I think the police managed to get it under control. And I think there was also a protest in Amsterdam. And I think the opposition had a small protest outside of the office of the president. So as most of you would know by now, the pathologist will be flying in from Delaware, and he's been chosen. Most likely, let's hope he gets to Guyana tomorrow so that that postmortem can be done. I don't know if the other guy from Barbados is still there in Guyana, but this guy, the pathologist, is Dr. Gary Collins, and he's the chief medical examiner, and that's here in I shouldn't say here, that's just there in Delaware, and he'll be heading to Guyana most likely and hopefully tomorrow. And that's going to be showing you two video clips. I think it could have been a disaster when the sheriff, the boss man for the sheriff, I don't know if he was trying to get past the protesters, what he was doing there, but it's a good thing, good sense prevailed. The police spoke to him and he turned back. And that crowd was very incensed, and I guess those guys probably were carrying weapons on them. And you're going to see the last video of the family's lawyer, Daryl Wade, giving up some update. But by that time, we didn't know that the pathologists would be coming in from Delaware. So that's it.
Mr. Sheriff is on the ground here. Amir Ahmad is on the ground here. Amir Ahmad is on the ground here. Amir Ahmad just came on the ground here, alleging he's trying to pass. Amir Ahmad just came on the ground here. One of the principals with Sheriff Security attempting to pass. Well, he has.
Don't sting. Get for me, man.
He has hightailed out of here. He has hightailed out of here. Amir Ahmad, a principal of Sheriff Security, just came on the ground here at Lenora. It was reported that he was attempting to pass. He wanted to pass. The protesters said no. All right. Until we come to you later officially. Credible sources on the ground at Lenora. What do you see here? Protesters over the death of Adriana Young, 11 years old, who was found dead in the Doubleday Hotel pool yesterday, have gathered on the outside of the Lenora police station. The road is effectively blocked. And Amir Ahmad came on the ground and said he was trying to pass. The protesters said no. Darren, what are your thoughts having seen the outcome of the search today?
It is definitely troubling. What is clear is that this country showed that, and I have no confidence in the Guyana police force to carry out any investigation. Last night, and I called you the second time, sure, but the call went unanswered. The family reached out to me last night about 11 o'clock concerning the disappearance of young Adriana. I immediately made contact. I tried calling the Commissioner of Police and so on to see what assistance could be rendered, to no avail. What is clear is that the current construct of the Guyana police force cannot carry out an impartial investigation in this matter. The current construct of the Guyana police force is clear. Their purpose is appears to be, as we see in Linden recently, to shoot people. The current construct is to malign, to arrest opposition opponent. The Guyana police force is unprofessional. And this is what we see here is as a result of what Mr. Parslow said to us. They appointed people who they want, persons who are incompetent. And it's because of the incompetence of the Guyana police force we are witnessing what transpired here.
Yes. And Mr. Duncan, may I add that we are demanding an international autopsy for my niece. We do not trust the local pathologists that they have, because all of them are affiliated with the PPP.
Yes. And it's so nice to tell me go home and he have people running camera footage. He's going to pay for that. Let him pay for it, because all of them know all the time that my child was right in that hotel, right in there.
In addition, Sharon, to the local pathology, we believe that the CARICOM system and RSS is incompetent. We see what transpired with the Henry boys. I noticed some pathologists coming from Barbados. They consider me international person. We want the FBI.
Yes.
We don't trust anybody from Caribbean community. Anybody that comes from Barbados, anyway. We want international persons. We want the FBI to be involved here. Not anybody from Caribbean community. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. Turn it loud, Darren. We're talking to us there. The aunt to Adriana Young and the mother as well speaking to us. Both parents are here, mother and father, inconsolable as you can tell, angry as you can tell, and racked by grief. Folks, we're going to stay on this as long as we can. Both parents are here. It was said to them that they should come to the police station, that the president wants to meet with them. They are refusing flatly to do so. They said when they needed the authorities, they were not there, and they're not going to the police station.